but making sure everything's in writing. So just a little note so you guys can understand this, because people don't get this at all. The way a contract works is that when everything goes wrong, everything has to be in the four corners of all of those pages. So when you see like 100 pages and you're like, this is crazy, you want as many pages as possible. You want everything defined, because when it all goes wrong and people come to me and they go, well, he said this, she said this, there's an email for this. Let me tell you what that works like with law. In law, when there's a contract, the contract is the only thing that's allowed to come into the courtroom, is the four corners of that document. And so when you start saying, well, we talked about this and we added this and we said that, every time there's a new agreement, after you sign the initial one, you have to make an addendum to that contract where it means somebody else puts it in writing, and you literally write on the top of the document that this addendum is altering the original contract that was signed on this date, and here's our new agreement. Other than that, think about it in your head, nothing else is allowed to come into court. So think about that in your life, like that people don't think about something as simple as that. That's why every single thing has to be in that document.
Yeah, and you told me about that. I believe it's referred to as the parole evidence rule.
Yes.
An oral agreement is just as strong as a written agreement, but once the agreement gets put into writing, then that written agreement cannot be changed without another written agreement. And I think, in addition to what you said, it might seem intuitively like a good idea to have a flat rate. Just like it might seem intuitively, guess what? I got into this franchise and I didn't even have to sign anything. You know, we might think initially that that's a great thing, but
yeah, or people like, it was only just one page. Like it was a couple pages long. They're like, oh, this was fantastic. I understood what was being said. No, it's a trap. It's a trap.